When I was 8 years old, my grandparents tried to feed me human meat. I know how insane that sounds, but it happened. To this day, I still can't fully process it. My parents had to leave town for work, so I stayed with my grandparents for a few weeks. At first, everything seemed normal. They were friendly, and I loved playing in their big backyard. But after a few days, little things started feeling off. My grandparents were acting strange. They wouldn't let me go into certain rooms of the house, and if I asked why, they got really quiet or changed the subject. The food was the first big red flag. My grandma cooked every meal, but the meat was wrong. It smelled sour, tasted awful, and had a weird, chewy texture. When I said I didn't like it, she got angry and said, "You need to eat. It's good for you." One time I even threw up, and she yelled at me for wasting food. Things got even weirder at night. I'd hear banging noises coming from the off-limits rooms, like furniture being dragged. One night I woke up to shouting and loud thuds. I snuck out of my room and peeked into the kitchen. My grandparents were standing there. My grandpa had a creepy smile on his face, and my grandma was dragging something heavy across the floor. It looked like a body, but I was too scared to believe it. When my parents came back early to pick me up, I was so relieved. I told them about the weird food and the noises, and they immediately called the police. When the cops searched the house, they found bags of human meat in the freezer. My grandparents had lost their grip on reality, and the food they'd been giving me wasn't what I thought it was. I'll never forget that. It changed how I see people forever.